Welcome to Waco, Texas, where head coach Matt Rule and his Baylor Bears are in search of their first win in 2017. They face the 23rd-ranked West Virginia Mountaineers, led by junior quarterback Will Greer. FS1 college football kicks off right now. It's homecoming here in Waco, and it's a tradition that dates back nearly 5 decades. The Baylor line welcoming their football team to the field. You're watching FS1 college football as the Baylor Bears take on the 23rd-ranked Mountaineers of West Virginia. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Custer alongside my partner. This has been Lieber and Partner. 1969. That's the last time Baylor started the season 0-6, and if they're going to get their first victory of the season, they're going to earn it because West Virginia's got one of the best offenses in the country.
Yeah, it's a long time, and, you know, I think the term is earn it. You just said it. This Baylor defense, statistically, not very good, but they need to make West Virginia's offense earn every single yard. Simplify on defense. Don't let anything deep over the top.
And, of course, West Virginia has one of the best wide receiving corps in the country, led by David Steele. He leads the nation in touchdown catches, but Baylor's got a stud as well, and Denzel Mims, he isn't too far behind.
No, not at all. And Sills, he's a former quarterback, which is hard to believe, so he's still learning the nuances of playing wide receiver. He's big, he's tall, he's 6'3", he uses his frame very well, and whenever he catches the ball, this is the thing that I love about him the most, is he has an eye for the end zone. So you have to watch out anytime he's on the field, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, he gets the ball in his hands, he's looking for the end zone. And for Baylor, Denzel Mims, like you said, this guy came up when I think they needed him the most. They had some injuries, they have depth issues on the outside, like they have all over this team, but he's really been a bright spot on the outside. He has track speed, a former 200-meter champion in Texas high school as a junior, so when he gets the ball in his hands, he's fast and he can burn everybody on the field.
Well, here's the good news for Baylor. It's homecoming, and the Bears have won 7 straight homecoming games. This is the 6th meeting between these two schools, and the home team has won the previous 5. Baylor, West Virginia. The kick is next. Welcome back to Baylor. The 0-6 Baylor Bears taking on 23rd-ranked West Virginia. Of course, the Mountaineers led by Dana Holgerson. He's in his 7th season. He's led the Mountaineers to bowl appearances in 3 out of the last 4 seasons. Probably one of the best offensive minds in the game. Matt Rule in his first season here at Baylor. Spent the previous 4 in Temple. Led that Temple squad to back-to-back 10-win seasons. West Virginia won the toss. They've opted to defer. So Baylor start out first on offense. Evan Stanley will kick things away. And this is Trevor White from his own 5. Across the 25, the 30, he's still on his feet. And fumbled the football. And they blew it dead. Boy, that would have been costly.
Yeah, that was really close. You know, I think they obviously saw that the forward progress had been stopped. The whistle had just blown. Watch at the end of this play. That's where they blew the whistle, and his knee was down as well. It's a good eye for the refs to see that that knee was down, but that would have been a costly turnover on the opening kickoff.
29-yard return. Let's talk about what to watch for when the Bears have the rock.
Well, this is a new-look Baylor offense. They're more of a run-first offense, and they need to lean on the running game with Lovett and Terrence Williams. They need to steal some stuff, some possessions away from West Virginian offense. And then defensively for West Virginia, David Long comes in after missing 4 games. He's really been a spark plug for this defense.
Zach Smith back to pass, and that's complete to Denzel Mims. We talked about him at the top. He makes the catch.
Well, they need to start fast and get some confidence in this offense and with Zach Smith. That's the one thing they talked about in meetings yesterday is that we need some easy completions, some screens, some passes like that to really get some confidence in our guys to play against this West Virginia defense.
Pickup of 16, and from the pistol now is Smith. Handoff, Williams. He's got nothing. In fact, he's going to lose a couple. Kaiser White comes in and makes the stop. You take a look at what Zach Smith, sophomore, has done so far this season. One thing to keep in mind, especially with Zach Smith, the first quarter, he usually has about an 80% completion rate, a passer rating of 153 in the first quarter, but it steadily drops after that. And he throws it up top and incomplete.
Well, he's been inconsistent all year long. We've got a flag on the play in the offensive backfield. We'll see if it's going to be some sort of, because it's so late, maybe a roughing the passer call.
That was Al-Rashid Bint, who was applying the pressure. Head referee, Brad Van Vark.
You talked about Zach Smith just being inconsistent. Didn't start the first 2 games. Ani Solomon came in as a transfer from Arizona. Started the first 2 games, won the quarterback battle here at Baylor. And then an injury to Solomon. Zach Smith comes in. He's had some great games, but the last game against Oklahoma State got a lot of pressure in his face, did not perform very well. So he's had an up and down season, not always his fault.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both on the offense. Holding, offense number 77. That penalty is declined. Intentional grounding, offense number 8. That penalty is accepted. It's a loss of down at the spot of the pass. It'll be 3rd down.
So that's why you saw the head referee, Van Vark, throw his hat down to mark where Zach Smith let that pass go. And obviously he was trying to throw it away, but didn't get out of that tackle box.
Well, the reason he throws his hat is because he threw the initial flag on the holding, then he saw the intentional grounding. So the next thing you do is throw your hat to signal a second penalty.
3rd and a country mile. Crossing route to Denzel Mims. Mims. And he is close to a first down. Trayvon Askew-Henry makes the stop.
Well, it's a long developing screen pass. Mims is always going to line up on the left side. He is the X-receiver. It's a crossing shallow route over the middle, and all the receivers on the right-hand side are asked to block the defenders, so they get that long developing screen pass across the middle. They get just enough for a first down at the 40-yard line.
And the drive continues now at the Mountaineer 40-yard line. They're going to take another look. So far, Mims, a couple of catches and 35 yards receiving.
What it makes it tough, too, is we'll take a look at the end of this play. It's the 40-yard line, so watch where the knee and the ball are down.
Ooh.
The knee was never down.
What about that hand?
The hand does not designate an on-the-ground ball carrier. It's got to be an elbow or a forearm. So, to me, I think it's going to be awfully hard to change this call in the initial spot.
Well, one of the things Baylor said, they wanted to start fast. So far, they've done a good job. You see Matt Rule there discussing things, and we take another look.
So watch again, his knees are on the defender, so he's not down. Still not down.
There's the elbow right there.
He's down right there.
Just short, it seems, of the 40-yard line.
It's just short, but if you look at where the ball is positioned, the ball fell sort of horizontally to the field. And as you spin that ball just as it is, that to me puts it right over that 40-yard line. And I think they're going to stay with this call in this spot.
After review, the runner was down short of the line to gain. The ball will be spotted at the 40.5-yard line. It'll be 4th down.
And I stand corrected.
Mike Pereira, you are not.
Don't call me out like that.
He's just short of the 40. So now Baylor will be looking at a 4th and 1. And hey, listen, so far on the season, they've converted 7 of 15 of those opportunities. Conversely, West Virginia's defense, 7 of 9 when they've let their opponents convert on 4th down. Terrence Williams, they go from the I formation. He gets the call, and he plows forward for a first down. Williams getting the start. John Lovett, the freshman, injured his toe against Oklahoma State last weekend as Williams gets the good push up front and gets the first down.
Well, Terrence Williams is the guy that you want in this situation. He's a big, strong back. He's got a knack for always keeping his feet moving. But one thing to note on that particular play is you saw that tight end go in motion. You see a big guy like that, a tight end go in motion and stop in the backfield. Typically, they like to run right behind that motion and behind that tight end. So they tip their plays just a little bit offensively in some of those short yardage situations, but they have enough beef up front and enough attitude that it doesn't really matter. They're able to get the push on that fourth down and convert.
Williams lost a couple on that one. Bears will be looking at 2nd and 12.
And this is the time where Tony Gibson, the defensive coordinator for West Virginia, he loves to pressure. He loves to dial up some stuff. And they see something right here on 2nd and long.
Williams, right side. Can't get to the edge. He lost another one as Al-Rashid Benton once again. Toyus Avery as well. Pushes him out of bounds.
You'll see Benton right there in the middle of the field. He is a tackling machine. He has great instincts. With the addition of David Long coming back from injury, you add in Kaiser White, number 8. They call him the spur backer. He's sort of the nickel back. He can play a little safety. He can play a little corner. But you'll see him hover around the box with those 3 guys. This is a very formidable second line of the defense for West Virginia.
3rd and long. Smith looking left. He's got a man wide open. Who's Strickland? Strickland about 3 yards shy of a first down.
We didn't know if we were going to see Pooh Strickland today. He's battling a foot sprain that he injured last week. He was listed as questionable all week long, sort of day-to-day. First couple of practices of the week, he sat out on it.
Seemed limp in there, yeah.
Just a little bit of a limp there, sort of looking down at his foot. They'll need him to be productive in this game. And if he's got a little bit of a hobble, he's definitely not going to be as productive. They're going to make the offense a little bit more predictable as they're short on receivers on the outside that can make plays.
So 4th down and 4. The Baylor Bears are going to go for it. Smith looking right, throws too high. He's looking for Strickland. Elijah Battle is right there. The Mountaineers will take over. Zach Smith, Baylor Bears' first offensive position, comes up empty. Will Greer in his offense next. Welcome back to Waco. Baylor, West Virginia. Baylor got the ball first. Baylor came up empty, going for it on 4th down. Now it's West Virginia's turn. Will Greer. What an afternoon he had against Tech last weekend. This is Crawford. He goes right up the middle. Let's talk about what to watch for when the Mountaineers have the ball.
Well, clearly, I think the most skill and talent is on West Virginia's side. So for these guys, utilize your weapons. You have some of the best and deepest wide receivers in the Big 12, if not the nation. And for Baylor, Taylor Young has to be big. He's not a very big guy, but he's the most experienced player on this team. And they're going to move him to the outside in the rush package that they call the cheetah package in passing situations. They need to get more pressure on the quarterback, and they're hoping that Taylor Young can do it.
Taylor Young just made that tackle. Justin Crawford, we've got 3rd down. David Seals at the bottom of your screen leads the country in touchdown catches with 12. Here's Greer, rolling left, throwing off his back foot, across the middle, and that's complete to Gary Jennings. He's the man who leads the conference in catches.
Man, what a tough throw for a quarterback. A right-handed quarterback rolling left has to set his feet, if he can, to get a wide receiver on the far right side of the field, all the way across the field. He finds him and completes it. What a huge play for Will Greer in this offense. So check out this play. Right-handed quarterback floating to the left. That takes nothing but arm strength, which Will Grier clearly has. And he gets a streaking Gary James coming across the field.
Grier quickly seals. And he's pushed out of bounds at about the 15. And we got a flag on the play.
It looks like it's a defensive flag.
Offside. Defense, number 9. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a first down.
That's on Ira Lewis. That one's declined. First down, Mountaineers at the 15 of Baylor. Here's David Sills. 12 touchdown catches. Leads the country. That's the man they look for here in the red zone. This is Crawford. He picks up about 3 the hard way.
So let me show you something that shows up a lot of times with this offense. If they get wide sets for their wide receivers on the outside, they're going to run the ball, especially in the red zone.
This is Crawford again. Good hit. Taylor Young.
Well, there's the guy I was just talking about. All of 5'9", 225. Not a very big player, but he plays fast. He plays rugged and rough. And they need his experience in this game to show out and show up.
3rd down and 8. West Virginia. Go with 4 up top. David Sills at the bottom of your screen. And Baylor's going to call a timeout. .734 left here in the first quarter. We're still scoreless here in Waco. We're scoreless here in the first quarter. West Virginia, 6th best offense in the country, and it's really pick your poison. They've got a big 3. Will Grier leads the country. Touchdown passes, along with J.T. Barrett with 21. David Sills leads the nation in touchdown catches with 12. And how about Justin Crawford? He's got 7 TDs. That's 2nd in the conference. 3rd and 8.
Another wide set by the receivers up top. Alert for run.
How about Sills in the backfield? Grier. That's complete to Crawford. Knocked out of bounds at the 10. Harrison Hand with the stick.
You know, it's not really understanding that philosophy there. You had 8 yards to go to pick up the first down, and you run a 2-yard route by the running back out to the flat.
Here comes Mike Molina. This will be from 27 yards out. He drills it. So the Mountaineers crack the scoreboard first. 3-0. Your score here in the first quarter. Three to nothing our score here. Ben, let's find out what your K-State Wildcats did against OU. Let's get a game break from Greg Wolf.
All right, Brian, thanks. Great finish over on Fox between number 9 Oklahoma and K-State. Late fourth, tied at 35. Rodney Anderson gets to the outside and a 22-yard touchdown. He ran for 147 yards. Baker Mayfield threw for 410. And Sooners went 42-35. Ben, my apologies.
They almost had it. They were so close.
This is Trevor White. Bears take over their own 25s. We take a look at the conference standings. This is an important one for West Virginia. Hey, how about Iowa State?
Oh, they pulled off the huge upset against Oklahoma. Then they go and play Texas Tech on the road and beat them. Man, there's a lot of surprises. I think TCU has been a pleasant surprise. And everybody knows that they were on the cusp of having a good team. They were young last year on defense, playing much better defense. Kenny Hill's having a good year. It's going to be a tight race. And this is the thing that you either... It can help you a little bit in the fact that it's a round-robin style in the Big 12, but you just beat up on each other the whole time. So hopefully for Big 12's sake, TCU can win out.
And how about Smith again, throwing it to no one? You can see West Virginia wants another intentional grounding.
Well, and that's what happened the last time he got the intentional grounding was he was looking for Denzel Mims on the outside. Mims runs an out-cutting route, and he thought that he was going to go out and up, and so he threw it about 10 yards up the sideline.
Here comes that late flag, Ben.
Intentional grounding. Offense number 8. Lost it down at the spot of the pass. It'll be second down.
Second time that's happened.
Well, and this really was the issue when they played Oklahoma State, is there were just dropped balls, there errant passes, and most importantly, the coaches are saying just the wrong routes by the receivers. Quarterback and receiver not on the same page, not breaking down the defense in the same way, in the same manner, with the same timing. And once again, Zach Smith thinks the receiver's going to be in one place. They're not. Intentional grounding because he's still inside the pocket.
Smith hurried. That pass is complete to R.J. Sneed.
And Sneed, another one of these, a lot of freshmen playing on this Baylor team, both offense and defense. You'll see him kind of just sit down right there in the middle of the field. And there's just enough arm strength for Sneed to come back to the football and pick up that first down. So he, along with Gavin Holmes, is another receiver on the outside that's a freshman. You might see both of them playing a lot in this game.
You know, Baylor's got to keep moving forward. They've run 10 plays, 5 of them have lost yards. That one down the sideline, and that was short. He's looking for Denzel Mims, and we got a flag.
Yeah, and I think you're going to get Mike Daniels Jr. on a hold right on his arm that prevents him from actually separating to get that football.
Pass interference. Defense number 4. 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
You'll see at the end of this route, it's not that so much right there. It's the grab right there on the right arm. That's where you see Mims trying to separate, and Daniels hooks that right arm. He can't separate, he can't accelerate to the football, and he gets the pass interference call.
First and 10. This is JaMychal Hasty.
And that's a JaMychal Hasty sort of run right there. He likes to get downhill. He's not a big-time make-you-miss with a whole bunch of juke moves and a pitter-patter. He's going to take the ball, maybe make one cut, and he's going to get downhill. So you better bring your big boy pads when he's in the game. You see 33 and he gets downhill, you better lower your center of gravity and hit back.
This is Hasty again. Over the left side, and he's close to a first down, about a yard short.
And again, you'll see just a difference in style for Baylor. Baylor's always been a good running football team. They do it on a shotgun like they're doing now, but it was a lot of one-back stuff with Art Briles. Now they're incorporating bigger type guys. Furbacher, tight end coming in the backfield. They've also bringing in offensive linemen to play tight end and fullback. So they like to get these running backs to run behind not only pullers on the offense line, but lead blockers in front. And that's a different style that you're normally seeing out of Baylor.
Bears usually convert about 31% of their third down opportunities. Here's Hasty. He powers his way for a first down. Al-Rashid Benton with the stop.
You see Hasty sort of feeling it right now. Once again, he's just a straight north-south runner. Doesn't have to pick up a lot of yards to pick up that first down, but these little victories, these little wins that they can have during the course of the game, again, it builds confidence, not just for the quarterback, but also for the offensive line, that, hey, we can match up against this physical defensive front that likes to blitz, they like to be aggressive. So all these little wins, all these little first downs, big for Baylor's offense.
Hasty again. A couple of yards for that left side.
And again, the difference that you see out of Baylor's offense now as opposed to the last few years of Art Briles, look how much time they have. They don't necessarily huddle up, but there's play calls from the sideline, there's communication. The defense has time to get lined up. They can go tempo because they don't huddle up, but most of the time they're going to get some time to line up, run their play, let Zach Smith sort of diagnose the defense and get themselves in the right play.
They faked a jet sweep. That's Gavin Holmes. That got nothing.
Tackled by Patrick Lawrence, the right tackle who was going out to try to aid in the block. You'll see him at the top of the screen coming out. I'm going to come help you. Nope, I'm just going to tackle you. And you see a little left hook into the turf as he understands the frustration of knocking down his own player.
Tristan Ebner is checked into the backfield. We got a timeout, Baylor. They had some confusion there with their lineup. We'll take a timeout as well. 3 minutes left here in the first. Mountaineers up 3-0. Fox FS1, streaming live on Fox Sports Go. Every game is everything. 3rd and 9. Here for Baylor. Completed and converted 33% of those third downs and won't convert this one. Kaiser White comes flying in there and delivers the hit.
Well, Zach Smith just has to know, going against this defense, look at the top of the screen. You'll see Kaiser White, number 8, time that blitz perfectly from depth. Hard to get a count of guys that are blitzing. When you blitz from depth, he does that, times it up perfectly. The B gap opens up wide, but watching film, you know that in third and passing situations, they're going to bring the heat. You cannot hold on to the ball that long. You can't go through your second and third read, get the ball out, and try to live to play another down.
4th and 9. Baylor has converted 8 of 17 so far on the season. Under pressure, throws, and it's short. Once again, they come up empty.
And again, this is what West Virginia's defense does. Obvious pass situation. They bring yet another blitz. They man it up on the outside. And it seems to be another miscommunication on the outside where Zach Smith thinks the receiver is going to do one thing, and he does not. He runs a go route, and the ball lands on the turf. So a lot of issues going on offensively. Just A, not recognizing the blitz from West Virginia, and B, not being on the same page with the right routes with the quarterbacks and receivers.
Now Baylor will need their defense to bear down. It's Will Greer. That Mountaineer offense get another opportunity. This is Crawford. Dancing. He's brought down by Clay Johnson.
You see Clay Johnston there with his hand all bandaged up. Broke his hand against Kansas State. You want to talk about a tough kid. Had surgery and didn't miss 1 day of practice. And he's been playing ever since.
Greer across the middle. That was intended for Seals. That's a big hit. Tayon Sells.
It's just a safety doing his job for Kedrick Vaughns. Sitting back there in a cover 2 look, 2 high safeties. They got an in-cutting route, and he sits on it, waits for the quarterback to throw the ball, and he breaks on the receiver. So good timing and good recognition by the veteran safety.
3rd and 9. West Virginia 1 of 2 so far. That's complete over the middle to Jennings. He's right there at the marker. That should be more than enough for a first down. Once again, they go with tempo.
Baylor's having a hard time getting guys on the field.
This is Crawford, left side.
They didn't have enough guys on the field.
Hey, let's go!
He's close to midfield.
Now Baylor finally has all their defensive lines. They only had 2 defensive linemen on that field in the last play.
Crawford again. He's very close to a first down, maybe a yard shy. Taylor Young with the stop. Under 2 minutes left in the quarter. They're just going to continue to feed Crawford.
Crawford, the ball carrier.
He gets the first down. Senior out of Columbus, Georgia.
And you see Crawford sort of holding his right arm there, shaking it out as he's going off the field. A little grimace from his mouth and his face.
Kennedy McCoy is now checked in the backfield. Here's Greer. Over the top, looking for Seals. And overthrows it. And running step for step. Frederick Vaughn.
Well, this is what's going to happen when you have a guy like Sills lines up in the number 2 spot. You see Kedrick Vaughn's, the safety that had the nice play earlier, goes step for step, but it doesn't matter. When you have a safety or DB going step for step with Sills, he will throw it up continuously because he knows he can use his big body and his range to come down with some high catches and some high balls. So you got to have, it's not just enough to have good and perfect coverage. You just got to make sure that you make a play on the football when the ball comes down.
Ron White makes that catch. 3rd and 5 now. See if they go to Jennings here. He's got 2 catches for 41 yards. Both of them have been on 3rd down conversions.
They got to be careful. A single high safety. With all these weapons on the outside, it's hard to double up some of these guys in these deeper routes with a single high safety.
Play fake. And you can see Karan White's looking for the flag, and he's got it.
You'll see the contact.
Pass interference. Defense, number 27. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
For Kedrick Vaughn, once again, you'll see at the top of the screen right here, it's going to be a quick slant. And on that exchange route, he gets his arm right there, right when the ball's coming to the receiver. Not a lot of contact, but the ball is out. You cannot contact the receiver when the ball's in the air.
1st and 10 from the Bear 35. Greer looking left for Seals. Throws it up. Seals. Touchdown. West Virginia. Number 13 on the season for the man who leads the country in touchdown catches.
That's just what I was talking about. Harrison Hand, number 31, the corner. A freshman corner is lined up on the leading touchdown reception maker in the nation. Look at the coverage. The coverage is there. He's got a right arm up against his body in a good position, but you have to make a play on the football and get that ball out. They will throw it up all day long in good coverage to a guy like David Sills because he's going to jump up and make plays like that.
Here comes Mike Molina for the point after. And it's good. West Virginia now up 10 thanks to this 35-yard touchdown catch by David Sills. Leads the country with 13 on the season. Welcome back. We're in Waco. 23rd ranked. West Virginia taking on the Baylor Bears as West Virginia just goes 9 plays, 66 yards. Will Greer to David Sills. Man, it is something when you got a guys like 6'4", 6'5", you just throw it up to him. Go get it, big boy.
I mean, that's just what he's been doing all season long, and it's so frustrating for a defense, especially for these cornerbacks, that you can have really good coverage. You can get an arm up into his face and into his body, and somehow, some way, he makes an adjustment on the football that puts him in better position to catch the ball. And again, he can leap over most guys on the outside to make these plays. So you got to shake it off if you're a corner. He's going to get those opportunities to make plays. You're going to have more also in the course of the game. So don't get frustrated, as we'll see right here. Look, watch number 13. That's Sills. Right at the point. When the ball's in the air, Harrison Hand is at good coverage. He's in good position. But Sills just makes the slight adjustment with his speed and his body position to get himself in the best position for that ball to land in his stomach, and he makes the play on the ball, and the defender doesn't. So It is tough. It is frustrating. The only thing you can ask the corner to do is somehow, when his eyes get big, you got to turn around and locate the ball, and that way you make sure that you can knock the ball down and not just try to get lucky to get your arm in there.
Here comes the Bears. Terrence Williams. David Long makes the stop.
Well, and this is where Baylor, they can't panic. You know, they're down 10-0 to a highly explosive offense. Their offense has done a decent job of breaking the 50-yard line, getting close to that red zone. They haven't picked up the blitz very well. There's been some miscommunication on the outside. I still think early in this game, stick with your game plan, run the football, see if you can grind out this clock and put a score on the board and take possessions away from West Virginia.
That's the end of the first quarter. The Mountaineers with a 10-0 lead over Baylor. It's homecoming here in Waco. Mountaineers up 10. Welcome back at McLean Stadium here in Waco. It's homecoming. Baylor Bears taking on West Virginia. Take a look at the first quarter stats. Dominated by the Mountaineers. They're up 10-0. Smith, complete. Mims. He's in Mountaineer territory. Brought down at the 45.
You know, that's a perfect play call in that situation. West Virginia's defense was feeling it. They brought a run blitz on first down, thinking that, all right, we're going to guess right, we're going to stop the run. And then they get that little play action slant to their fastest guy on the field, hoping that he can make a play, and he almost got out.
26-yard pickup. So far, Denzel Mims, 3 catches, 60 yards for Baylor. This is Williams. The right side. They pick up a couple.
It was David Long, number 11, who's been the real spark plug for West Virginia's defense. Missed the first 4 games of the season, had a knee injury that he suffered in the spring, but he is a run-stopping guy. Great instincts. He finishes and punishes every ball carrier. He was the one that recognized the pulling guard on the situation, ran downhill and disrupted that whole play. You don't always, as a linebacker, have to be making the play or making the tackle. Just disrupt and let your other guys come in and rally.
That's complete to Tony Nicholson. A couple of yards shy of a first down.
And this is what we call the money downs. Third down have not been good so far in this game. Once again, if your Baylor's offense expects some sort of pressure from West Virginia, they are a blitz-happy defense, especially on third down. They've shown it this game. They've been successful as Baylor has not recognized it and picked it up.
Third and 3. Baylor 1 for 4 so far on third down.
They saw the linebacker, David Long, sort of twitch, and they changed the play.
Pressure. Throws it off to Hasty. There's a flag. Let's see if they get roughing the passer. Now Rashid Bitten, who hit Smith.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 3. That penalty will be added to the end of the play, first down.
Well, you're going to see this, but this is frustrating to me. It's not a blitz. It's a 3-man front. You know, you just can't go low on quarterbacks anymore. It wasn't late, it wasn't egregious, but you just have to be careful not going below the knees on quarterbacks. But the frustrating thing for me on that particular play, it's a 3-man front. They only brought a 4th rusher. That is not a blitz. That is not a pressure. And Benton was able to still find a gap and get up in the quarterback's face. Your 5 offensive linemen have to be able to block a 4-man rush.
Here's Smith looking left. That throw is high, and we've got another flag. He was looking for Mims.
That's going to be Mike Daniels' 2nd pass interference of the game.
interference. Defense, number 4. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
You'll see the contact right there well before the ball got there. He's in good position. He just needs to play with better discipline. Your eyes were good. Your body position was good. Now just don't trigger too early and hit the receiver before the ball gets there.
Both of these squads now with 3 penalties, but West Virginia has racked up 45 yards. Penalty yards. Baylor, just 5. That's going to just give maybe a couple by Hasty. We're looking at second down, and it's one of the things that Coach Rule talked to us about. He said, listen, we get in the red zone, we got to finish. We got to finish with touchdowns.
Well, they're one of the worst teams in the Big 12 in the red zone, going against the best offense that's in the red zone. So clearly it's been a struggle. Defense has tightened down a little bit. You don't have a lot of space to run around, and they have not been very good this season.
Smith rolling left. Let's see if Mims throws it high, but it's out of bounds. Good defensive play there by Mike Daniels, the senior.
Well, West Virginia recognizes where they are in the field. They play a soft zone just to pack as many people in the middle of the field as possible. And they had the numbers compared to the receivers, and Zach Smith was just trying to make something out of nothing, throwing a 50-50 ball up in the air, hoping that Mims could come down with it.
Here we go, 3rd and goal.
There's the red zone numbers I talked about. Not very good for Baylor as they face 3rd and goal.
And Smith looking up top. And that's complete. Gavin Holmes. They'll bring on the field goal unit. So here comes Connor Martin. He's the freshman out of Allen, Texas. 2nd in the conference. He's made 11 field goals so far this season. 9 of them. Those made have come in the last 3 games. This will be from 23 yards out. Pure. So the Bears are on the board. 10-3. Will Greer, David Seals. That high-powered offense gets the ball when we come back. Right off the Brazos River at McLean Stadium here in Waco. Baylor Bears, West Virginia Mountaineers. Chase Sedgwick kicking things away from Baylor. Part of the Baylor line just a couple of weeks ago. Yes, how about that? They had open tryouts there for a kickoff guy. He won the job. This is Marcus Sims, dangerous return man. He's brought down across the 30. And we got a little dust up here. Here comes Will Greer. What a season he is having. He has been Big Willie style so far.
I mean, he's been so impressive this year. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves, but I think the things that I like about him from a characteristic standpoint is he's got a big arm. He's very athletic, so he extends a lot of plays and allows, just like we talked about, I think the deepest and most talented wide receiver core in the Big 12 allows those guys to get open. So he doesn't have to do too much as far as breaking things down. He just has to extend, go outside the pocket, keep his eyes down the field, and then throw it to his big, talented wide receivers to make the plays. But he is a passionate, competitive player. They love his fire that he plays with, and he's having one heck of a season.
That was a draw. Kennedy McCoy. Keep in mind, Justin Crawford went out in the first quarter. Remember, he was shaking that shoulder, and there's McCoy. Across midfield.
Big ol' Yadni Kajust, the left tackle. Big boy out in space. They get all the receivers to go to the right side of the field, and they get the linemen to come out on that little screen pass and pick up a first down.
Quick one to Jennings. But after Crawford's 9th carry in the first quarter, we haven't seen him. You talked about how he was shaking that shoulder as he went off the field.
Yeah, he was sort of just like holding that shoulder a little bit, trying to shake out. Looked like sort of a stinger situation.
Here's a quick one. Sills. Braylon Arnold.
Well, you're seeing a different approach now defensively. No longer are they challenging these receivers at the line of scrimmage. Understand that they're getting beat. They're losing those 50-50 balls, so they're getting all their defensive backs to play off the line of scrimmage in that zone. And again, try to make this West Virginia offense throw short underneath, come up and make the tackle. Don't let anything cheap over the top.
Saw Crawford there with his helmet on, just looking on. Greer under pressure, and he's sacked. Brought down by James Lynch. The freshman out of Round Rock.
Well, and this is what happens. Watch this exchange route that's deep. Look how deep that exchange route takes place. They love those deep exchange routes with this offense, but to do that, you have to have time to throw the football. And if you drop back like that and get any sort of pressure, it kills the whole play. And you see he takes the sack right there.
Lynch's first career sack. 2nd and 20 now for the Mountaineers. Greer, a lot of time. That's Sills. Wisely hit the turf. Braylon Arnold came flying in.
Well, and this is where playing that off coverage as a defense really helps you out. When you have long yard situations, now you're really not concerned about anything over the top. You know they're going to throw short. You're going to give them those easy balls to complete and come up and make the play like that. Baylor's defense doing a good job because of that sack, but put themselves in a good position defensively.
Third down, Greer again under pressure. The dump off to McCoy. We got a flag on the play.
Personal foul, chop block, offense number 62 and number 79. That'll be a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay 3rd down.
You'll see on the right side of the screen right there. You see one low, one high. That's a chop block situation, but it doesn't really matter because Taylor Young splits the two of them, but the attempt was there, and that's what they called.
3rd down and a lot. 26. Tel Petaway has checked into the backfield.
These safeties need to back up a little bit. They're a long yard situation.
Greer rolling right. Flushed out of the pocket. Slide down across midfield.
Well, it's been
the punting unit.
It's been pressure all year long on the quarterback that Baylor's defensive front has not done. And you see what happens early in the down when you can knock the quarterback back 10 yards. It really is so advantageous to your defense. So nice stop from Baylor and a good answer after that field goal.
Here's Billy Kinney. Running things away. Tony Nicholson with the fair catch at his own 15. So that means Zach Smith, that Bear offense, get another crack at it. They're down 10-3. 10-3, our score here in the second quarter. Matt Rule, head coach. Boy, he was roaming the sidelines at Baylor. He's a linebacker at Penn State College. Head coach at Temple. Back-to-back AAC East titles. And introduced as head coach here back on December 7th, 2016. That was a good day.
What's special about December 7th?
That's my birthday.
And that's my birthday, too.
Boy, is that
We
why
found that out today.
How crazy is that?
Isn't that something? It's a special day, though, for Matt Rule and for both of us.
Here's a sack. Adam Schuler.
Second on the play by Adam Schuler.
Top of the screen, just nothing but power. Just power right into Patrick Lawrence. Good coverage down the field, comes off to get the sack. Just as I talked about Baylor's defense, how important it is to get an early sack and how it helps your defense. Already now backed up against your own end zone because of the sack. 2nd and 19.
Second sack of the season for Schuler.
Always look for screens and draws.
Here's Smith. Over the middle. That's complete. Ebner breaks the tackle. He's brought down at the 30. That's a first down for Baylor.
Well, West Virginia drops back in a really comfortable zone, but what they didn't do is they didn't have any eyes on the running back out of the backfield. Just a little angle route out of the backfield. You see Ebner with all that space to run. It's a cheap first down given up by West Virginia's defense.
Pickup of 24. Fake. And the slant. Mims, he's off to the races. Denzel Mims pushed out of bounds at the 25 by Mike Daniels Jr.
Let's remember back in the first quarter, that was a very successful play. The same play, that ride option, they get singled up on the outside with their best receiver. He wins the slant on the inside, and then it's just pure speed from that point on.
Denzel Mims, now 4 catches for 105 yards. That one went for 45. Baylor's back in business. Smith looking right, throws, incomplete. Looking for Ishmael Wainwright, the tight end.
Well, to me, I think Zach Smith predetermined in his head that he was going to throw to Wainwright out of the backfield. As we see an injured West Virginia defender on the field right now. But they had Wainwright sneak out of the backfield and run the wheel route on the right side, and that was his primary target the whole time. And the defender sat there in that little zone and threw the ball, and it deflected off the defender.
10-3 our score here in the second quarter.
It's a break.
All right, Rob, thanks. Dana Holgerson, Matt Rule, looking on here in the second quarter. Denzel Mims, those over 100 yards receiving. That's incomplete. He had Wainwright wide open.
Yeah, he just put a little too much juice on that ball. Good design, had Wainwright lined up in the backfield as like a lead blocker. And he sort of sneaks out up the middle of the field. Before he could even turn around, that ball was streaking across his face.
This has been the Achilles heel so far for Baylor. Third down. They are 1 for 6 on third down. Jermichael Hasty checks in the backfield. Smith looking right, and that's low for R.J. Sneed.
And it was low because once again on third down, West Virginia's defense brings another blitz. You'll see the end of this play. He has some time. And I think that's the thing that he'd like to take back. Zach Smith can stay in the pocket. He's known to take some hits, but because he's been getting battered on third down, he rushed that throw. It was low, and another missed opportunity on third down.
Here comes Connor Martin. He's already made 1 field goal. This is from 42 yards out. Pre-game, he was hitting them from 50. And he drills that one. Another field goal. It's 10-6 now. West Virginia in the second quarter. Baylor chipping away, 10-6 our score here. Let's go to Greg Wolf in LA for a quick game break.
Well, guys, over on Fox, TCU, the last remaining unbeaten in the Big 12 in action against Kansas. Kenny Hill fires to the end zone, finds Jalen Reagor. 22-yard score. This one all Horned Frogs. They lead 17-0 second quarter. Bryant, Ben, back to you.
All right, thanks, Greg. Horned Frogs continue to roll. Only unbeaten team in the conference. Marcus Sims watches it go over his head. Here comes Will Greer. That Mountaineer offense.
You know, so far with how prolific this offense is, you have to give a lot of credit to this Baylor defense. That you look at the numbers, it's not a very good defense. There's a lot of reasons why. They have a lot of young players, a lot of inexperienced players. They're learning a whole new system with new coaches. There's a lot to process. And then you go against a big team like this in West Virginia. Their offense, they're playing pretty well. They're playing a softer zone coverage as of late. They're making West Virginia earn every single yard, and they're doing a good job tackling in the open field.
The fake to Petaway. Here's Sills. Brought down. 39.
And again, that's what I'm talking about. You see all that room that Sills has to work. They're not going to challenge these receivers that are a little bit more talented at the line of scrimmage. They're going to let them run those little routes and come up and make the play.
Petaway. Boy, gets gobbled up as soon as he got the handoff from Greer. Greg Roberts now. See Avery, he got injured.
Yeah, Toyas Avery, that last defensive position, he's the junior safety. Covington, Georgia, was working on his left ankle on the field. He's going back to the locker room for further evaluation.
2nd and 11. Petaway. Left side. Pounds his way. 3 to Hardway. Clay Johnston makes the stop.
You see Clay Johnston now sort of running off with his right arm. A little low. Not sure if he's a little banged up, but 3rd down. Bringing the nickel package.
3rd and 8. That one's blown dead.
Oh, careful. Young freshman B.J. Thompson, number 48. It's exciting to get in the game, but when that whistle blows, lay off the quarterback.
30 seconds and left.
Baylor defense want to talk things over. Well, we talked at the top about these receivers and especially David Sills, and man.
Well, he's looked awfully good. He lives up to the billing. He's a big receiver. He doesn't have a ton of speed, but he's able to find the soft little zones. You see him come back to the football. That's the most important thing as receivers at times, is coming back to the football. And then you see the 50-50 jump ball in the end zone for his 13th touchdown of the season.
I'll tell you what, 8 of those touchdowns have come in the last 13 quarters for David Sills. In fact, he's got 13 on the season. Baylor as a team has 12 receiving touchdowns.
It's been a special year. I mean, what a story just about him being a quarterback commit to USC as a 7th grader. Made national headlines, national news, was on national TV as a 7th grader, talk about it. Quarterbacking did not work out as much as he tried, and is now making a big-time name for himself as a wide receiver.
Mims 3rd in the conference with 7 touchdown catches. That 3rd down pass broken up, intended for Gary Jennings.
There it is again, playing a zone defense, just watching the quarterback's eyes and his arm, and once he triggers and throws, that's when you see the defenders converging on the football.
You're Gary Jennings, you got to catch that. Billy Kinney. Tony Nicholson. From the 30. Right side. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Well, I think he surprised everybody in that situation when you're coming up on the ball like that and the two gunners are in your face. They normally expect a fair catch signal, but he said, nope, I'm going to catch this ball and run.
Well, tomorrow on Fox, we got a full slate of games headlined by Drew Brees and the Saints taking on the Packers at Lambeau. Cardinals facing the Rams. Game being played in London. Cowboys, 49ers. Make sure you check your local listings for the games in your area.
How about Adrian Peterson last week, now going against Todd Gurley? That's going to be a fun game to watch over in London.
Certainly looked good with his new squad.
Yes, he did.
Here's Zach Smith. Crossing route, complete. Kevin Holmes.
Baylor's like that concept where they get a backside receiver to run a low crossing route across the field, and it ends up just being a screen pass because on the play side, the receivers are releasing, getting right up on the defenders and blocking, never looking to actually go out for a route. Their primary purpose is to block. It's an interesting setup, a long developing screenplay.
Hasty.
Jermichael Hasty, the ball carrier. Tackled by Mike Daniels.
A nice job by Daniels on the outside. The corner, he's had sort of a rough night. 2 defensive pass interference calls, but against the run, he steps up, makes sure that the ball doesn't go across his face and get outside, and keeps his leverage and makes the sure tackle.
West Virginia call a timeout. Looks like Tyus Avery banged up.
Well, we just saw him go to the locker room real quick. That last possession was injured, that left ankle. Clearly came back out of the locker room, thought he could give it a go, but looks like his night may be over as he can't give it a go, and his left ankle is hurt right now.
Yeah, that expression shows everything. The Baylor Bears will be looking at 3rd and 4. They are 1 for 7 thus far on 3rd down.
Well, so far, about every 3rd down, they're bringing an inside blitz with the linebackers. They're showing it. They're not showing it. They're running from depth. It's hard to pick up on the offensive line. I would go with what the percentages say. Find something over the middle, an easy throw with that vacated spot where the linebackers are blitzing. See if you can get something over the middle to a receiver and pick up this 1st down.
Hasty in the backfield as Denzel Mims at the bottom of your screen. Zach Smith. Ooh, that was dangerous.
And that time they played man coverage. Al-Rashid Benton took the back out of the backfield, and boy, if he had turned and just looked for the ball, that would have been a pick 6. You see the back out of the backfield. You see Benton in man coverage. He goes to eye the running back. And had he turned to the inside, that would have hit him right in the numbers. And most likely, he would have taken that ball into the end zone.
Connor Martin punt things away. Goes into the end zone for the touchback. Well, coming up on the State Farm halftime show, it's Rob Stone, it's Matt Leinart, Robert Smith, Dave Wannstedt, the coach, all of those guys in Los Angeles. Of course, they have no highlights. Oklahoma, boy, they survived a scare against your K-Staters, huh?
No, it's tough to go in the little apple and play. And my K-State guys just gave them a run for their money.
How about Texas? Boy, they played Oklahoma State tough, but man, that pick at the end in overtime did them in.
To hold that Oklahoma State offense to that low points
just
in yardage, boy, that's saying something for a defense, any defense.
Minute left here. Kerry Jennings hit by Braylon Arnold. That's tell you what, if Braylon Arnold was looking more at the football as opposed to that hit, that could have been a pick six.
Well, he's such an aggressive player. They love his physicality. He wanted to go up and make the big hit. He saw the screen set up. He put his foot in the ground and came downhill. Great pass breakup for Braylon Arnold.
McCoy run it hard. That's the first down. We're under a minute now until the half.
It's a quick strike offense. Got to be careful for Baylor. Get in right position. Don't let anything over the top.
We got 3 timeouts. There's Karan White. Now they're in Baylor territory. Greer looking. He's going to keep it and run out of bounds.
Boy, Greer was really looking at David Sills down the middle of the field, waiting for him to break off his route to the outside once he started scrambling, but realized he just couldn't make that tough throw. Sills did not have the separation he was looking for, so he had to tuck it, run out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Still got 3 timeouts. Looking at 2nd and 4. Here's the receiver screen. Sims. Out of bounds at about the 27 of Baylor.
And even with 3 timeouts, West Virginia, nice concept to get the ball on the outside close to the sideline, so it's easy for the receiver to step out of bounds and stop the clock.
McCoy. Picks up about 3. They'll probably call a timeout here.
Well, that is the nice thing about having all 3 of your timeouts is you can still mix some stuff up. You can still mix some things up offensively and keep the defense on their heels by running the football up the middle. It doesn't really handcuff you as far as what you can do, so it makes it tough on a defense. You can no longer go into sort of 2-minute mode. You have to keep your eyes and your keys on every part of the offense. They're hoping to pick up something cheap in the run game. It did not work out. You have the ability to call a timeout. You see Jake Spavital, offensive coordinator, first year for Dana Holgerson, not calling the plays, trusting his young coordinator to make all the plays, and he's doing a fantastic job this year.
West Virginia will go with trips. Bottom of your screen. Sills in the middle. Marcus Sims up top. He goes the draw. McCoy. He's brought down at the 15. Yeah, another timeout by West Virginia.
And that was a really slow timeout call. They had a little bit of indecision there. And to me, you should know when you're going to hand that ball off, you're going to have that timeout ready immediately.
Keep in mind, West Virginia won the toss of this game. They deferred, so they will get the football beginning of the 2nd half. You want to put some points on the board. Come right out in the 2nd half and have the football.
You still have an opportunity to possibly get 2 shots at the end zone here. One, clearly and obviously, you have 7 seconds. You can get 1 shot into the end zone. If it's quick enough, you might be able to get 2, but definitely I think you can aim for the end zone right here. You look for David Sills.
He's at the top of your screen.
He's right up here.
7 seconds until the half. Greer. He's got Sills. Touchdown! David Sills. All he does is catches touchdowns. 2nd on the night. And Baylor scores with 1 second until the half.
Well, it's just way too easy. Starts as the #1 receiver, comes in on the inside, becomes the #2, and there's no help over the top. If you're a defense that's playing against this offense in the red zone, I don't care how many weapons you have. You know that you have David Sills on the outside. You have the attention of 2 defenders at all times to provide some help. Nothing over the top. He finds that soft little zone, and Will Greer throws a strike right to Sills. It's too easy for this offense in that situation.
17-6 the score. Mountaineers go 80 yards in 1 minute and 4 seconds thanks to Will Greer and his 16-yard strike to David Sills, who now has 14 touchdown catches on the season to lead the country.
Well, that's the quick strike offense that we talked about. Getting the ball at the end of the first half with all 3 timeouts is just so dangerous for any defense when you have big playability, the ability to run the football as well, keep the defense on their heels. And Baylor thought in that situation, all right, they're going to beat us in man-to-man situations, so let's play a zone. If you're going to do that, you still have to shade over to Sills' side and put some attention on him. Davion Hall, number 12, was a safety in the area, and he just didn't have any help, any awareness that Sills was running that seam.
Evan Staley kick things away. And that's the end of the first half with the score, West Virginia leading Baylor 17-6. Coming up after this break, we continue to Los Angeles for more college football coverage. West Virginia, top of Baylor.
I was broken from a young age, taking my soak into the masses, writing my poems for the few that look at me, took to me, shook at me, killing me, singing from heartache, from the pain, taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the...
Leads the country in touchdown passes and touchdown catches. Didn't disappoint in the first half, and West Virginia has a 17-6 lead as we begin the second half. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Custer alongside Ben Lieber. You know, at the top of the show, we talked about going to see 2 of the best receivers in the country, and David Sills and Denzel Mims, and they certainly didn't disappoint in the first half.
No, they really didn't. You know, Sills on that 50-50 ball in the end zone, doing what he does best, just using body position, body control to come down with the football. It was actually really good coverage that he just won at the point of attack. And you'll see it right here. Here's the 50-50 ball. Good position by the corner, but he has the ability to come down with those plays. Baylor's doing a good job of playing a soft zone, allowing him to get open, but you can't do that in the red zone. Leave him wide open in the middle of the field with no safety help. And you look at Denzel Mims, he is winning on the inside of a lot of routes, especially in play action. They do the little ride play, a screen play to set him up right here to get the ball in his hands, and here it is, the play action, the ride play. He wins on the inside on that quick slant. They've done that twice with big success. So I imagine going into the second half, they're looking for more big plays from him. Look for more plays like that where he's winning on play action.
Well, as we take a look at the first half stats here, and Will Greer now with 23 touchdown passes on the season. That leads the country, and David Sills now has 14 touchdown catches to lead the country as well. Third down been a bugaboo for Baylor. 1 for 7 so far in that first half. While the Mountaineers converting 50% of theirs is the Baylor line. And this is Marcus Sims from his own 3. Sims finds a crease, across the 40, and tripped up close to midfield.
Well, going back to that stat, not only is Baylor not good on third down, it's because of the fact that West Virginia's defense is applying all that pressure. You see the return right here. a great opening start for a high-powered offense that has the lead and a very comfortable lead, as it's never really been challenged here by Baylor. But Baylor's offense has to run the ball with more success. They're stalling out in the red zone because they can't run. That -5 yards doesn't really tell the full story of how much it affects their offense.
Could have been dangerous. Sedgwick, the kicker, had to make the touchdown-saving catch or tackle. Here's the fake to Justin Crawford. Here comes Sills again. David Sills has scored another touchdown, his third of the night. What a night for David Sills. Keep in mind, 2 years ago, this week, he made his debut at receiver for West Virginia and caught a touchdown catch against Baylor.
Well, and I think that's the scary thing for the rest of the Big 12 is the fact that he's still learning the nuances of playing receiver. He doesn't run the best routes. He has a hard time sometimes getting off the jam. But if Baylor's defense is going to do what they're doing now, where it's playing a soft zone, not challenging the receivers at the line of scrimmage, he's going to find those windows to get open. You just have to rely on your secondary to come up and make the tackle. They do not, and he uses his speed to take another one, his 15th touchdown of the season, into the end zone and really provide support. It's just a simple inside cutting route. You have two guys out there. Challenge on the low underneath with the corner, and then you have a safety over the top, a bad angle. And again, if you're going to play that soft zone, you have to come up and make tackles when the receivers catch the ball. They did not do that, and that is the result. Another explosive play for West Virginia.
David Sills has 15 touchdown catches. That is more than 105 FBS teams right now.
I mean, it's just, we can talk about, how phenomenal it is, but that stat right there, I think, just paints a gigantic picture across the NCAA landscape of just how special of a season that he's having right now. And when they said that he came back from junior college as a second attempt to play quarterback in college football, and he recommitted himself to play wide receiver, you are seeing what happens when a great athlete comes in with a great attitude and produces when he changes positions.
Here's Trevor White from his own 5. Brought down at the 20. He comes up injured. Get another look there at David Sills. 7 catches, 136 yards. First play of the second half. He goes 53 yards to the house.
Well, now defensively for Baylor, they have to be scratching their heads now. Like, all right, first quarter, they got us a little bit when we were playing man coverage. We tried to challenge these receivers and we lost. Now, from that point, they changed their philosophy. They play a softer zone. And once again, they're getting beat. So now it's a matter of, like, what's going to work? You're going to have to really mix in the man and zone a little bit more. Maybe start blitzing a little bit more, take a little bit more risks, try to get after the quarterback and try to throw off some of the timing. And like I said, Sills is a big guy, but he's not real quick twitch type of guy off the line of scrimmage. So I think there is opportunity for these corners to really get in his face, jam him up at the line of scrimmage. You may lose that battle every once in a while, but I think you're going to win more of those battles and throw off the timing of this offense.
Let's go out to Los Angeles and get a quick game break from Greg Wolf.
Brian, thanks. We go to Beaver Stadium, Michigan, the #1 defense in the country coming into their matchup against #2 Penn State, but the Nittany Lions getting it done on the ground tonight. Trace McSorley with a beautiful run right there. His second rushing touchdown to match Saquon Barkley. Nittany Lions lead 28-13, third quarter. Brian, Ben, back to you.
Thank you. How about Saquon?
Well, it was going to be about that big defense that Michigan has against the run game and Saquon, but they're finding other ways to put points on the board for Penn State.
This is John Lovett. His first carry. Left side. Flag down. That's enough for a first down. Let's check that flag.
In the area of holding on an offensive line. Sometimes those perimeter run plays, they get out and you can get loose, but sometimes it's because of a holding call on the edge.
Holding. Defense, number 49.
Well, there we go.
10-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
It's Lamonte McDougal.
Well, McDougal has earned the spot as a freshman. You'll see him right in the middle. He is tasked with holding up multiple linemen. When you run this 3-4, 3-5 defense, whatever they want to call it, 3-down linemen, sometimes you have to hold those guys up. And on that particular play, they're trying to get outside. He's trying to hold them up from going to the second level and gets called for defensive holding.
False start. Offense, number 18. 5-yard penalty. First down.
That's on Gavin Holmes. (24-6) is our score. Zach Smith, play fake. Flushed and sacked by Reese Donahue.
Well, that's your classic cover sack for the secondary. As Zach Smith with a 3-man front defensively, you get 8 guys dropping in the zone. They took away the running back out of the backfield. He looks downfield, nothing there. And Donahue just working, trying to get to the quarterback. Finally gets paid off. You see the numbers there. Baylor just cannot get anything going offensively on the ground. The sacks definitely hurt that number.
Here's Mims. They get back some of that yardage they lost in penalties. Xavier Preston brings him down.
And it's good to see Mims back 100%. Last week against Oklahoma State, was battling a little bit of an illness, wasn't feeling great, gave it a go, did play in the game, but you could tell he was really affected energy-wise. An explosion just wasn't there, and I think that was a big contributing factor to the fact that Zach Smith did not have a good game either, but I think it's safe to say he's feeling really good tonight.
He's got 116 yards receiving so far, 5 catches. Michael Hasty. Here comes the blitz. And down goes Smith. Al-Rashid Benton.
And Benton has been getting home all night when he wants to blitz. He's going to come right at you. Number 3 in the middle of your screen. That's one thing that this Baylor offensive line has struggled with all year long, is movement and speed across their face. And Benton can do a great job of just finding that little seam, that little crack in the offensive line and getting vertically up the field. When he blitzes with intention, and it's been productive tonight.
Connor Martin punting things away. Here's Sims. He's brought down at about the 28. He leads the country in touchdown passes. He's got it rolling. His team is up 24-6. Welcome back to Waco. It's homecoming here for Baylor. Since the Mountaineers joined the Big 12 in 2012, they have not won here. 0-2 here in Waco. Holgerson says we need to end that tonight. Here's Justin Crawford seeing his first action since going out of the game in the first quarter.
Yeah, Crawford just sort of tripped over himself. Did a good job of cutting off his lead blocker, Mr. Elijah Wellman. Nice little cut, but tripped over himself and fell to the ground, tackled himself.
Here's Crawford. That play is blown up.
Nice play by Eric Ogre there. He's a backup Sam linebacker. They're moving guys all around. Their starting Sam linebacker is a converted safety as of a couple weeks ago. So they're trying to find some some young, athletic, speedy guys on the second level, and Ogre right there does a great job of splitting the blocks and tackling Crawford on a screen pass.
3rd and 10. Mountaineers are 3 of 6. On 3rd down. Low snap over the middle. Jennings. We got maybe 2. Taylor Young. Versus that Baylor defense brings him down. Mountaineers will kick it away.
Like I said, sometimes when you're a defender, you're not always making the tackle. That is the difference in that play. And Clay Johnston, number 44, the linebacker with the cast on his hand, that broke his hand, didn't miss a beat, just destroyed the blocker, made him pitter-pat his feet. The rest of his defenders came and made the tackle, and that was just a great effort by the young linebacker.
West Virginia calls a timeout.
It'll be a media break.
That's the first 3 and out for the Mountaineer offense. 24-6 the score here in the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. McLean Stadium here in Waco. Billy Kinney here to punt things away. Tony Nicholson standing back at his own 26. Call for a fair catch. Ball was loose. Baylor recovers it. We got a penalty marker because he called for the fair catch. And we got to give him a yard at least.
You do, but it's really hard. Being in that situation on punt cover team when the ball is kicked so short and the returner is coming full speed at you, it's really hard.
Let's see.
To throttle down and give him that halo.
Oh, it hit off the helmet.
It does hit off the helmet of R.J. Sneed. And then he takes a shot from, looks like, Dylan Tonkery in West Virginia.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team number 1, 15 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
That's on Derek Pitts. Call that one on him. Ishmael Wainwright, one who recovered for Baylor.
Well, and unfortunately, Sneed was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, trying to finish off a block. The ball goes off of his helmet, and then he gets tripped up, gets thrown into Dylan Tonkery, number 10. You'll see him ball off his helmet, trips up under his own guys. And it's really hard to tell as he got tangled up, I guess, actually with his own player there.
The freshman, as they tend to the freshman from Cypress, Texas. 24-6 the score here in the 3rd. R.J. Sneed getting some help off the field.
And he is not putting any weight on that left leg.
That's the last thing this Baylor squad needs is injuries.
Especially to the receiver core, where he was actually, as a true freshman, getting some snaps today on offense. Pooh Strickland sprained his foot last week. He came out and played this game, but he's hobbled up a little bit. Chris Platt, one of the fastest guys in the country, injured, out for the season. And now you get R.J. Sneed going off to the locker room and not looking good by putting no weight on that left leg.
You know, Coach Rule was talking to us. He said, listen, I got 41 kids basically on the roster that really should be gone. He had to kind of replenish the cupboard here. But he's done a good job of recruiting in Texas, keeping guys from the state to stay here and to come to Baylor. And look at this. I mean, 17 true freshmen have played over the first 6 weeks going into the night. That was the 4th most nationally.
Well, I mean, I can't even fathom the challenge that he was faced with. Over 40 guys are not on this football team from last year. And it's a variety of just guys not wanting to come back. He lost guys to graduation.
Ruling on the field is that the punt hit a receiving team player. Therefore, there is no kick catch interference. It'll be Baylor's ball, 1st and 10 at the end of the play.
Let's take another look at it.
So you'll see Snead right there. And to be honest with you, even if it didn't hit off of Snead's helmet, I'm not so sure that there was anybody within that halo area of the return man to make that call.
So a heads-up play by Ishmael Wainwright to make the recovery for Baylor.
Was that pun intended?
You caught it, huh? So here comes Zach Smith, and you know, we had talked about too how quarterback rating really high in the first quarter, and then it steadily drops in the course of the game. For Baylor, you want to get something going here.
Well, and it's so hard to tell. I mean, we don't have the information to know if Zach Smith is making the wrong throws or if his receivers are running the wrong routes. It's pretty evident throughout this game, especially on 3rd down, that guys just aren't where they're supposed to be and the ball's not being completed. So, you know, it's all part of the process of learning a new offense and guys getting one-on-one time to develop that chemistry.
Quick one. Gavin Holmes, 1st down. Blew it down. There's a flag here on the play. Basically a 30-yard difference here for Baylor. At 1st and 10 from the 20 when they thought they were going to have it 1st and 10 from midfield.
The ruling on the field is that forward progress was stopped. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 20, 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
That's on Corey Winfield. You can hear you can read lips. Dana Holgerson saying that is so bad. 6 penalty, 85 yards on the Mountaineers so far.
Well, it was the glancing blow of Winfield coming and watch the little haymaker. Ooh,
that's a punch.
It's a full-on punch.
Oh my. That's a punch to the jaw. Here's Lovett. The freshman cuts back for a couple. He had 62 yards this week against Oklahoma State and left the game with a toe injury.
Well, going back to that punch, I mean, if it had been caught that they knew that he threw a punch, then that is something that you can be ejected for. But the issue that you run into is you cannot go back and review that call. So I think they obviously got it right with the hit to the head. I don't think they realized it was a close-fisted right hook, or right punch that he took to the ball carrier.
Second down, 13. Smith over the middle, complete. Gavin Holmes. Holmes to the 10. Brought down inside the 5-yard line. Elijah Battle saves the touchdown. 55 yards by the Baylor Bears.
Watch the assistant by the safety. They're going to bracket this receiver right there. But it's the patience of the cornerback to allow him to get past that safety coming down to provide the double coverage, and that's what opened everything up. Elijah Battle, as the corner, did a good job. He was where he's supposed to be, over the top of the receiver, looking for the safety help underneath, the patience, the quick strike, and a big play.
First and goal now for the Bears, and another penalty flag. You get another false start.
False start. Offense number 97. 5-yard penalty. Remains 1st down.
That's Josh Mallon. He's a sort of do everything on the offense. He's a backup left tackle. He can be a fullback in the backfield. Sets his team back 5 yards on the false start. See him right now in the D area in the line of scrimmage as an on-the-line tight end.
Love it. Left side. Up the middle. Touchdown. Baylor. Entering the ninth, there were 70 FBS players with more rushing TDs than Baylor's now 6 on the season.
Well, and that's the production of the run game that they've missed all game long as they get into the red zone, get close to the red zone. They have not run the ball with much success. And this time they get Blake Blackmore, the right guard, to pull across the formation. And he gets there just in time for Lovett to cut off his hip and get north and south.
Connor Martin kicks it through. But the freshman, Burlington, New Jersey, John Lovett, scores. Zach Smith loves it. 24-13, West Virginia. Fox Sports Go. Kennedy McCoy checked in. He's in the backfield alongside Will Greer. Seals up top. Greer looks right though. Overshoots Ron White.
But I like the movement from Baylor's defense right now. They've been pretty static throughout the game, just showing what coverage they're in, what defense they're in. But that time they showed 2 low safeties, and at the snap of the ball, they get a deep safety to go all the way back and show a cover 3 look. And I think it really threw off Will Greer and what he wanted to do.
Only his 5th completion of the night. Make that the 6th. Ron White had that one in his hands. Harrison Haynes had his hands all over Ron White.
They're really excited about this young freshman from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. One of Matt Rule's guys. Coming all the way from the East Coast to play corner here at Baylor. He's physical, and the best thing they love about him is as a young player, he's got that cornerback mentality of letting bad plays go and going on to the next one.
3rd and 10. Oh, we got a full start. That's right. Rodney could just.
Ball start. Offense number 55. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Well, as Baylor's defense, again, pre-snap movement. Watch these guys over here. They were moving around pre-snap, showing a blitz. We call that sugaring the blitz. Sometimes you're coming, sometimes you're not. That particular time looks like they're going to drop out, but Kajust was slightly confused and did not want to get beat off the snap.
3rd and 15 now. Greer over the middle, complete. 1st down. Marcus Sims.
Well, to get one of their speediest receivers to run this in route all the way from the number 1 receiver position. Again, playing a softer zone for Baylor. You need to get some sort of pass rush going to get into Greer's face to throw up the timing of some of those routes.
Tevin Bush is now checked in. This is Kennedy McCoy. And the reverse to Bush. He's across midfield.
That has to be the alert defensively whenever Tevin Bush comes in. He's a running back, but he's also a slot receiver, and he's their gimmick guy. So he lines up in the number 2 position, and they get him on a reverse. It fools the Baylor defense.
Trips at the bottom of your screen. That play went for 16 yards. That's complete to Jennings.
Well, that was one of those number counts that this offense likes to do. They'll spread you out, look to the sideline. Coach kind of tells you where the numbers are in your favor. And that particular time was the number 3 receiver wide open.
Up top again, as complete. Sims to the house. Touchdown. Touchdown, West Virginia. Marcus Sims, 41 yards. Touchdown, West Virginia. And Will Greer continues to rack up the touchdown passes.
Again, it's another exchange route. They're going to mess with the defenders. Their eyes have to be right. Their body position has to be right. And like I said, Sims is one of the fastest guys in this offense. Even the slight stumble didn't allow the defenders to recover. He picks up his feet and takes it into the end zone. Once again, impressive drive for this highly explosive offense of West Virginia.
Extra point is good. Will Greer, 25 now. Touchdown passes. Thanks to Marcus Sims in his 4.3 elite speed. Makes one move, goes 41 yards. West Virginia up 31-13. Well, Mr. Mountaineer, he's getting himself a workout tonight. Mountaineers go 6 plays, 75 yards, and a $139. Another 300-yard passing game for Will Greer, 7th straight for 325 last week. 5 TDs. He's got 4 TDs and 308 tonight. Trevor White. Across the 20. Caught at the 30. Let's go out to L.A. and get a game break. Greg Wolf.
Now, Brian, as you had mentioned, a 4-0 lead for Houston in Game 7 of the ALCS over on FS1. Here's how it happened. Bottom 5, 2 on for former Yankee Brian McCann. He delivers a 2-run double off Tommy Canley, and that would give Houston a 4-0 lead. It's in the 7th inning now. Of course, you can watch Game 1 of the World Series starting Tuesday on Fox. Brian, Ben, back to you.
All right, Greg, thanks. People here in Texas like that score, but you know, baby bombers have been resilient. So, who do you like? That's a great question. Who are you going to go for? That's a great question. Probably. That's a great question. I have no idea.
Yeah, if Houston wins, I'm going to go for them. They're in it. I like the underdog. Yeah, I don't know if they're actually the underdog, but no, it's the Dodgers, right? It's one of the most popular teams in the country. I'm going to go for the little guys.
Yeah, Dodgers probably been the best team all season long. I mean, they had that one really bad streak, but other than that, they're playing like a machine. There's Lovett in the flat.
I really like the way this Lovett kid plays. You know, just again, he's a freshman. He's still learning his way, but he doesn't play like a freshman. He's got good quickness. He's patient, running behind lead blockers, behind offensive linemen, behind his big tight ends and fullbacks. He does a good job. He can slither through that line and make some plays.
And slowed down by turf toe.
Yeah, those are nasty injuries, but he's battled back, suffered that last week, and sat out a couple practices, and he said, hey, I'm good to go. I can play in this game.
This is 3rd and 7. Smith throwing it up for Mims. He's battling with Mike Daniels Jr. along that sideline.
As intended for Denzel Mims.
Well, and everybody on the side of Baylor, they want some sort of pass interference call, but we'll take a look at it here. And to me, that's just good coverage. That's Mike Daniels again. He had a rough start to this game. 2 pass interference calls pretty early in the game, but he's really settled down and made some plays with his defense.
Here comes Connor Martin. Marcus Sims, fair catch at his own 20. Well, we told you 2 years ago this week, David Sills made his debut at receiver for West Virginia. Had that touchdown catch, had a couple of catches for 64 yards against Baylor. And then tonight, and he has put it on him. 7 catches, 136 yards. That's the first one. 3 TDs. That's number 2. 7 seconds left until the half, and then first play in the second half, David Sills is 53 yards. So he scored from 35, 16, and 53.
Well, there's a lot of things that are impressive about his game. We talked about earlier just the transition from quarterback to receiver, just how tough that is. But he just is a natural athlete that can track the ball really well. Plays with good body control, puts his body and his hands in the best position to make some of those tough catches, and those 50-50 balls are being thrown up in the end zone. But that's just something that's natural. And I think that's, what Dana Holgorsen saw in him immediately when he got him on campus. It was like, you're actually a pretty natural receiver. I know that you want to play quarterback, but I think you'd be best utilized and can be an NFL player as a receiver. It took a while for him to sort of believe that himself. But now that he's come back and has committed himself to playing wide receiver, I think you see exactly what Holgorsen saw in him at an early age.
Yeah, he had only practiced for like 2 weeks at receiver before that debut 2 years ago. This week. There's a quick strike to Jennings.
Just enough for a first down.
Jennings now has 7 catches on the night, 65 yards receiving. Here's Greer on first down. Going up top for Jennings again. He's got it. Out of bounds at the 5, Braylon Arnold.
Well, that's what makes this offense so tough to defend. All game long, it's been Sills. Anytime they need a big play, and now they start opening up, start throwing to other receivers. You're seeing Jennings get involved. Marcus Sims was getting involved earlier in this second half. They have the ability to throw the ball around to a lot of different weapons.
Looking for Jennings again on Karan White. You're talking about spreading the wealth. That's what West Virginia does. And like that, they put another 6 points on the board.
Karan White, that was just too easy. Man-to-man on the outside, a quick move off the line, and he had a lot of space on that side of the end zone for Will Greer to throw the ball up to him. You see the floating pass right there. Beats Blake Lynch. Karan White had a great week last week. 8 receptions for 114 and 2 touchdowns, and he gets involved tonight.
Said he needed a week like that just to get going. Boy, he did. And he's got himself another touchdown reception. Mr. Mountaineer, you better hit them push-ups. 6 West Virginia receivers now with multiple catches. White, he's got 3 for 33 and a touchdown. Sims has got 3 catches. He's got a touchdown. Jennings has got 8 catches for 116 yards. This is his 5th straight game with at least 6 catches while he leads the conference.
Well, and to me, that was the drive, I think, for the defense for Baylor that they needed to step up. All week long, Matt Rule's been challenging his team to not give up. Take a look at Will Greer, back-to-back 5 touchdown games. First time in West Virginia history. You think about all the prolific offenses and the quarterbacks that they've had within Dana Holgorsen's system. That's an impressive number, and he's not done yet. The game is still got a lot of football to play.
I tell you what, West Virginia, there's some records definitely in jeopardy this season. You remember Geno Smith was in 2012, threw for 42 touchdown passes. Greer's got 25. Stedman Bailey had 25 touchdown catches in 2012. Sills, he's got 15. Here's Trevor White. He gets introduced to Kaiser White, the 27.
You got to have your best players playing special teams. Kaiser comes up and plays a lick on kickoff. So kickoff for him is not something where you get a breath. He's going to go down and make some plays. Well, like I was saying earlier about Matt Rule sort of challenging his team, that you get in these situations, he doesn't want to see these guys give up. He doesn't want to see that, oh, here we go again. We're winless this season, and people are sort of beating up on us. But they've been close in a lot of games.
Yep.
They've been real close outside the Oklahoma State game. They've always had a chance in the fourth quarter. And he said he's challenging these guys to stay in it. And I thought they were in it and did a good job here in the second half. But those 2 touchdown drives from West Virginia seems to have taken the life out of this Baylor defense.
That was complete to Ebner. Isaiah White continues to lay the wood. Will Greer now thrown for 375 yards. That's a career high for him. John Lovett checked back in as Ebner took a shot on that shoulder. So here's Lovett. He lost the yard.
There's David Long making his presence again on the run game. But, you know, this is a situation now as the third quarter is winding down that, you know, you may just have to abandon the run sort of altogether to start throwing the ball down the field. See if you can get a big pass, explosive play over the top. They do lead the nation. This offense, believe it or not, they lead the nation in scoring plays over 70 yards, so they can be explosive.
That was intended for Denzel Mims, but he kind of tripped over himself coming into that break. You see him limping.
Yeah, that's not a good sign either. Your best receiver on the outside, best player on the team, a little hobbled up right now. He's trying to work it out himself.
So the Bears looking at 3rd and 11. They are 1 for 9 on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz. Smith.
Boy, oh boy, they are just teeing off on 3rd down the situation. Watch it again. Here comes virtually everybody on the defense. David Long misses him. He just always gets sandwiched, then Powell drives into the ground by Marvin Gross. Tough kid, this Zach Smith. He's taken a lot of hits this year already.
Yes.
Offensive line, young, inexperienced. He's sort of taking in a lot of lumps. He'll stay in the pocket and take a shot, just like you saw.
Sims dropped right at the 21. Let's go back out to LA and get another game break. Greg Wolf.
Brian, thanks. Over on Fox, number 4 TCU all over Kansas right now. This is Cavante Turpin. He was an honorable mention All Big 12 return specialist last season. At it again here. Backtracks, reverses direction, and here he goes. Gone 90 yards on the punt return for the touchdown. 3rd of his career, tying his school record. TCU leads Kansas 43-0. Brian, Ben, back to you.
Well, they seem to do it all on every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. That TCU team is something to watch.
Here's Kenny McCoy. And that open field brought down at the 45.
Well, like I said, on that last drive, I feel like this Baylor defense has had about enough. They have given it everything they have, going against a high-powered offense, and not a lot in the way right there on that run.
A quick one. Ron White brought down right at the line of scrimmage by Harrison Hand.
Starting to see the tempo slow down for West Virginia. They have a comfortable lead. Obviously going to use that clock to their advantage.
Second down. Baylor drops in coverage. He's going over the top. And that one knocked away at the last minute. He was looking for Marcus Sims. Tayon Sells with the coverage.
You see Tayon Sells right at the last moment. What he did they haven't done much in this game is actually look back to the football when that ball is coming down. He's a senior. He's got some savvy. He understands how to play pass defense. That particular time, the ball's in the right place, but he made a nice defensive play.
5 touchdown passes on the night for Will Greer. Geno Smith threw for 8 TDs against Baylor back in 2012. Over the middle, and ooh, what a shot to the back. Ron White takes.
Well, that was going to be a really impressive catch if he could come down with that. Baylor rushes only 3. They drop 8. Not much of a window to throw into, but Will Greer is not afraid to try and thread the needle in tight coverage, and he did just there. And you see Karan White take a shot right to the kidneys.
Nicholson with the fair catch. His own 20. Hey, start your Sundays with the best morning pregame show on television. Fox NFL Kickoff gets you set with all the latest breaking NFL news, updates you need to start your football Sunday. Fox NFL Kickoff every Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. Mountaineers 0-2 here in Waco, trying to change that here tonight. This is the 6th time these two squads have faced each other.
Well, you go back and look at West Virginia's losses to Virginia Tech and TCU.
How about Charlie Brewer, new quarterback now for Baylor? So they got a new quarterback trying to change things up. 4th quarter when we come back. We begin the 4th quarter here at Baylor. Bears looking for their first win of the season, down 38-13. Hasty, right side. Take a look at our game summary. Career high 375 yards passing, 5 TDs. David Sills. Boy, 3 touchdown catches. He's got 15. That's the most the country. He also leads the country in touchdown passes. Pro set. Brewer. Wide open. Ebner. Down the sideline. To the 5. Touchdown. Baylor.
Charlie Brewer's pass complete to Treston Ebner for the Baylor touchdown.
Boy, and how about that? Charlie Brewer, the freshman from Austin, Texas, comes into this game and has sort of provided a little spark for this offense. A little quarterback read on his first play, picks up a nice little gain. A couple plays later, back out of the backfield, and Ebner takes it in.
52 yards. Charlie Brewer throws his 2nd career touchdown pass. Extra point is good. Just like that, the Bears are on the board. Get a little spark from your backup quarterback. Ebner goes 52 yards. And Baylor trying to bear down here in Waco. Welcome back. Charlie Brewer comes in and automatically gives the Baylor offense a spark. Charlie Brewer comes out of Lake Travis High School there near Austin, and some good ones have come out there. You know that Baker Mayfield kid.
What's he done in college? You know, that is impressive. Think about that onside kick.
Up for grabs. Bears say they have it. And they do.
Well, look at that.
The Baylor line likes it. Jay Sedgwick with the onside kick. The freshman, keep in mind, just a couple of weeks ago, he was part of that Baylor line.
And he just about comes up with the ball.
As you can tell, West Virginia's front line on kickoff return was completely unaware that the onside kick was coming. And how about that?
Part of that Baylor line just 2 weeks ago. Had an open audition for a kicker. He won the job. Here he is now, member of the football team. Here's Brewer. Back to work, and he's going to take off. Scrambles for a first down.
Well, this is the dynamic that they don't get out of Zach Smith, is his athleticism, his ability to run. You see formationally how it changes their offense. That touchdown pass he had to Ebner was all set up because they go tight wishbone look, and they can really sell that read option because the quarterback can run. That's now a new element, and I think that's one of the biggest reasons why they like Charlie Brewer right now.
This is Ebner up the middle. Ebner's loose. He's got another touchdown. Sick 'em Bears. He goes 40 yards.
And West Virginia's defense is just shell-shocked right now. A little confusion on defense. Look at everybody looking off to the sidelines, trying to get the defensive call. They're not set. They're not ready. Blake Blackmore, the right guard, just kind of comes down on a double team up to the linebacker, and that's way too easy for Ebner in this offense that is lit up right now after that onside kick and touchdown.
So as we begin the fourth quarter, Baylor putting 14 points on the board thanks to Tristan Ebner. Last 3 plays, they've gone 101 yards thanks to Tristan Ebner. Back-to-back touchdowns. It's 38-27. What a fourth quarter it has been already for Baylor. Started with the freshman Jay Sedgwick out of Arlington with the onside kick. Baylor recovers. Look at Sedgwick. And then the touchdown run by Tristan Ebner. Came into the night with 1 career touchdown. In a span of the minute, he's got 2 of them. And the Bears are back in it, 38-27. Here's Sims. He's brought down at the 30. Take a look at Tristan Ebner, freshman out of Henderson, Texas. His last 2 drives, 5 plays, 129 yards, 2 touchdowns in 1 minute and 11 seconds by the Baylor Bears. And here comes Will Greer now to try to stop the bleeding.
Well, pretty obvious right now for Baylor's defense. This is a huge drive. Their offense has given them new life. Now they have to step up and get a stop.
This is Kennedy McCoy. Now let's see what the Bear defense can do.
Well, they've sort of thrown the whole defensive playbook at this offense. They played man press coverage, gotten beat, played zone off coverage, gotten beat. Have to keep mixing things up. They've done a better job of mixing coverages up with their safeties here in the second half.
Greer. Dropped. Prashado.
And it was Henry Black, number 28, that came off the edge. He's the one that disrupted the whole thing. Watch him come right here off the edge. Bam, right there. Takes away the running back. Greer has nowhere to hand the ball off. And once again, sometimes it's not the player that makes the tackle that is the star of the play, and that time it was Henry Black that took over and disrupted everything in the backfield. 3rd and 13 for this Baylor Bear defense.
West Virginia, 4 of 9 on 3rd down. Will Greer, plenty of time. And he's going to go up top. Throw, incomplete. And it looked like Sims had it and dropped it.
And it did look like Sims had it. I saw that play develop, and I couldn't believe that Will Greer was able to, on the run, see him. You see his hand go up at the very last second, calling for the ball. Sims had position, had both hands on the ball, and he flat out dropped it.
Kenny kicking things away to Tony Nicholson. From his own 25, he had fair catch. Oh, that Baylor line. Both freshmen are into this one. 38-27 here in the 4th. Well, Baylor has been in just about every game. You throw out the Oklahoma State game out the window. You come to the 4th quarter. And the largest deficit they've seen is basically 7 points. Here they are now down 11, but they've got the football. 12 minutes to work with. Charlie Brewer has come in from Matt Rule's squad, certainly giving them a spark. They are 0-6, only Power 5 winless team right now in the country. This is Terrence Williams getting over that right edge.
Terrence Williams, the ball carrier.
Well, like I said, with Charlie Brewer coming into the game, his ability to run with the ball has changed sort of the offensive formations for Baylor. They're getting 3 running backs in the backfield, causing some confusion for this defense. It's just another wrinkle that they now have to adjust to late in this ball game.
Tristan Ebner now. He gets the call. Running hard. He's got himself a first down.
We talked a lot about Sills for West Virginia converting from quarterback to wide receiver. Let's not forget, Tristan Ebner is a freshman. He was recruited as a wide receiver. They've moved him to running back, so keep that in mind. When you see this guy, this young man running so hard, he's formerly a wide receiver.
They're going over it up top. That's incomplete. Going for Gavin Holmes. Brewer was being pressured.
Trying to open up some stuff on the outside. They saw the one-on-one coverage. You're going to get some more of that one-on-one coverage if you get the run game going like they have been. And Brewer with the shot down the field just a little bit too far outside the reach for his receiver.
2nd and 10.
Here it is, 3-man backfield again.
That full house. This is Williams. Hasty. He cuts back maybe a yard.
You're not going to fool Al-Rashid Benton too often. One of the best tacklers in the game. You'll see him right here, just scraping, finding that lane, beating the offensive lineman that was coming for him. That was Blackmar. Very instinctful player. Like I said, with he and Kaiser White and now David Long back in the action, this is a really talented second-level defense for this West Virginia defense.
Baylor 1 for 10 on 3rd down. In the flat. It's complete. Nicholson.
Got to go. Got to go for it.
He's about 4 yards shy.
See the missed tackle. Nicholson trying to get up there. 4th and 4. Clearly, Baylor has to go for it.
From the pistol.
The hard count gets West Virginia to show that they're going to blitz once again.
We got a timeout. Mountaineers want to talk about it. 38-27 the score here in the fourth. Fourth quarter here in Waco. 4th and 4 for Baylor. This is the 4th time they've gone for it on 4th down. They've converted once.
Well, I think you're going to see another hard count. See if you can get West Virginia's defense to show coverage and or blitz. Look to the sidelines. See if you can find the one-on-one matchup. The motion shows coverage. They're in zone coverage.
Brewer over the middle. And that's complete to Tony Nicholson. Move the sticks.
What do? You get your speedy slot guy to make the move on the inside. He wins on the inside. It's an easier throw for the quarterback. And he keeps that just off the ground for Tony Nicholson to make the play.
Ball fake to Hastings. Going for Mims. And he's tied up, and we got a flag.
Looks like they're going to get Elijah Battle, the backup corner on the outside.
Pass interference. Defense, number 19. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
8th penalty on the Mountaineers. 105 yards in penalties for Baylor.
Well, and West Virginia did a good job defensively of keeping that safety over the top of the best player in Denzel Mims. They play the game right. They're playing the chess match right. It's just Battle can't get two hands in that situation.
Hasty offset left. He gets the counter. Right side. Lowers the shoulder. Brought down at the 22. Elijah Battle with the stop.
And that's exactly what you want on first down. Big chunk run. Get your quarterback to settle down, not feel the pressure of a long yard situation on second down. 2nd and 5 is much more manageable for a young quarterback.
Hasty slips. Getting ready to make his move in that hole.
No, he didn't have much room to go either. Left side of the defense for West Virginia really clogged up any sort of running lane. He was trying to make a cut and just lost his footing. So here we go again. It's been the Achilles heel all game long. 3rd and 4th down for Baylor.
1-4-11. Brewer keeps it. Pushed out of bounds. And we got a flag.
Well, they're going to get a late hit out of bounds, but I think that's a pretty sensitive call in this situation. Going full speed, Corey Winfield, number 20.
After the play was over, personal foul, late hit out of bounds, number 20 of the defense. Half the distance to the goal, first down.
That's a second big penalty for Winfield. Well, let's just see if this is worthy of a slight push out of bounds, but come on.
He's a senior. John Lovett is now checked in. Chad Kenley at fullback. Lovett. And he is met right there by Al-Rashid Bitton.
A little pushing and shoving once again. Had a little scuffle earlier in the game. This time it's Adam Schuler, number 88, sort of getting involved there at the end of the play. You can tell, even before that little push and shove, the extracurricular, the pressure in this situation for West Virginia's defense.
Bitton has blown up a lot of stuff. He's got 3.5 tackles for loss here tonight. This is Lovett again.
Well, Reese Donahue, number 46, once again, He's the guy coming in to really string that thing out. Cut across the face of the offensive lineman, getting them to go east and west. And that's when the linebackers and the defensive end can come up and clean it up.
Tristan Ebner checks in.
It is. Look to the sideline. Let's check the coverage. They've got a nice little 2-on-1 on the bottom of your screen. I doubt they're going to go to the right side.
Denzel Mims is at the top of your screen. Brewer flush, rolls right. He's going to keep it. Knocked out of bounds at the 5.
Great coverage on the back end for West Virginia. Just no place to go. Looking to the left. Defense had numbers to the left of their side. They had a 2-on-1 on the bottom of your screen. There's just no place to go for the quarterback.
They're going to bring in the field goal kicker. We got a Mountaineer injured right there at the goal line.
And Matt Rule's been aggressive in this whole second half with the surprise onside kick that they got. But when you're down 8, that's 11 with 2 scores. Kick a field goal here, get within 8. This is a smart play, even though he's been pretty aggressively minded here in the second half.
Looks to be Adam Shula, an injured Mountaineer. He's the sophomore out of Longwood, Florida. So this will be from 23 yards out for Connor Martin.
Number 5 is all I have.
So far, he is 2 for 2 on the evening. Snap's good, kick is good. And the Bears are within 8. Been a crazy fourth quarter here for Baylor. Putting up 17 points. Started Tristan Ebner at wheel route. Going 52 yards for a touchdown. Then the onside kick. Jay Sedgwick. Bears come up with it. You go to Tristan Ebner again, right up the middle. His second touchdown of the night. Then Connor Martin, his third field goal of the night. And Baylor now within 8. What a job Charlie Brewer has done. Past 5 fourth quarters for Baylor, they've scored a total of 20 points. They've put up 17 here tonight. Marcus Sims from the goal line. Sims across the 30. Let's find out who's going to the World Series. Get a game break. Greg Wolf.
All right, Brian, thanks. Yeah, Game 7 of the ALCS. It is a final from Minute Maid Park. Lance McCullers on in relief gets Greg Bird to fly out to center, and that would do it. Pop the champagne. The Astros win just their second pennant ever, their first in switching to the American League in 2013. It will be Astros at the Dodgers. Game 1 of the World Series begins Tuesday on Fox. Brian, Ben, back to you.
All right, thank you. Astros will be looking for their first World Series title. Here's Kennedy McCoy. Kendrick Bonds. Stop.
Well, I think you see apparently what West Virginia's going to do. Up by 8. Use as much clock as possible. You have a pretty good run game. You can get things going. And that was a nice little pickup on first down to get second 3. I imagine another run here as we see Clay Johnston.
Yep.
Injured with a missing shoe.
You know, coaches never love that because they say, hey, look, is this guy really hurt?
Exactly. He said that's not part of the game. He says he can't do that. I think a guy that loses a shoe is not faking an injury.
Johnson, tough kid, though. Broken hand. Here's Elijah Wellman.
Well, you saw him lose his shoe on that last little replay, and he was getting instruction from the sideline just to go down. Yeah, apparently that's what he did.
This is Wellman again. From the midfield.
Well, when Baylor's rush defense is 119th in the country coming into this game, I think it's safe to say that you should feel like you have the confidence in this situation to grind this thing out in a 4-minute offense situation where it's just use the clock, suck it down, hand it off to the running backs, and see if they can stop you.
Oh, that's probably the only thing David Sills has not done right today as he drops that one.
Oh, it's not normal for him to catch a screen pass. Like, he's used to just going 50 yards down the field and jumping up and catching it.
And it stops the clock.
Oh, that's the most important thing. You stop the clock now. Give the defense a little bit of a breather. They can sort of reset themselves.
One for their last 6 on 3rd down. It's West Virginia. Looking at 3rd and 7. That was intended for Kennedy McCord.
That's probably in his best interest that he did drop that football. Didn't fool any of the Baylor Bears. And they were going to light him up if he caught that ball. Try to get a safe pass out to the left. Saw right there, they did not get fooled at all on that play. Eric Ogor once again calling his name out.
Bill Kinney will punt things away. Nicholson with that fair catch. Saquon Barkley, everyone's Heisman leader. Let's get a game break from Greg Wolf.
Yeah, Brian, maybe the play of the day in college football. Let's go to Happy Valley, number 2 Penn State, number 19 Michigan. Saquon Barkley, what can he do? Juggling circus grab for the score. 42-yard touchdown reception and 176 all-purpose yards against the number 1 defense in the country. And the Nittany Lions win 42-13. Guys?
He is unstoppable. What do you think, Brian? He's giving the Heisman right now.
Oh, man. Let me tell you something. And then they got another big one next weekend.
Oh, yes, they do.
Well, here's Treston Ebner. He's back in. Offset right of Brewer. That's complete to Mims.
Well, it's the 3rd time they run that long screen pass where they get the receiver from one side of the field to run that shallow cross all the way to the other side. Everybody on the front side of the play blocks, but that time David Long says no. 3rd time's not going to be a charm. I'm going to sniff this thing out and break it up.
Baylor looking for their first victory of the season.
Lamont McDougal, 49, the young freshman that started the year 3rd on the depth chart and has worked his way all the way to the starting position. They're looking for him to make some more plays, and late in the game he gets off the block and creates a 3rd and long situation for his defense.
3rd and 6 here. Brewer rolls right, keeps it, dives for a first down.
Boy, he can move. When he decides to run, boy, he can really cover some ground. Watch him tuck the ball right there. He covers a lot of ground in a short amount of time. He knows exactly where that line to gain is, and he is going to sell out.
Goes up top, knocked away. Good play. Mike Daniels Jr., the senior.
Mike Daniels, if he had to do this all over again, he saw the break and the ball perfectly timed. If he doesn't go for the PBU, oh, he could have picked that ball off.
Team's best cover corner. Here's 2nd and 10. Brewer will keep it again. Lowers the shoulder. And the boom on Elijah Battle.
You hear the hit, and then you hear the sideline react. He's going to break the pocket again. Just listen to this at the end. Elijah Battle didn't realize that the quarterback was going to lower his shoulder and bring some wood.
That was freshman versus senior. Here's 3rd and 4. Brewer flushed, dropped at the 31.
Well, it's been an immediate adjustment for West Virginia's defense. A lot of times on passing situations, 3rd down, they've been blitzing, but with a running quarterback now, they've elected just to bring a 3- or 4-man rush and have coverage in the back end. That's really thrown off all the windows that Brewer thinks he's going to have.
Matt Rule wants to talk about it. They are facing a crucial 4th and 5. They've converted half of them tonight. 2 of 4. Well, that fall classic is set. Dodgers, they're back in it for the first time since '88. Astros looking to hang their first ever championship banner. World Series starts Tuesday, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, only on Fox. Streaming live on Fox Sports Go.
Well, we haven't seen it much in this game, but now with the running quarterback, West Virginia's defense, they like to, in these situations, only rush 3. They have 5 guys in the underneath coverage, and they'll leave 1 guy in the middle to spy the quarterback. Let's see if they do that on this 4th down situation, as it looks like if Charlie Brewer doesn't have something immediately, he's going to try to pick it up with his feet. West Virginia may have a lurking spy guy just waiting for him.
Since Charlie Brewer has come in for Zach Smith, you see what he's done, 4 of 6. This is the 6th game of the season. Baylor had the ball in the 4th quarter, down just a score. Here's Brewer on 4th down, plenty of time. Man wide open over the middle. And it's Denzel Mims. You go to your best player.
You go to your best player, and once again, West Virginia only brings 3, so he's going to have time. This time, he doesn't break the pocket. First read's not there. You come back to the backside. It's going to be zone coverage, and Mims finds a soft spot, and Charlie Brewer delivers.
Mims has 132 yards receiving. Here's Brewer. Flushed. He'll head out of bounds at midfield.
It was really a nice job by Mike Daniels there, the corner. He saw the quarterback was going to break contain, but he hadn't crossed the line of scrimmage yet, so he stayed back in coverage and allowed David Long and then the linebacker to pressure the quarterback. And then once he broke the line of scrimmage, that's when he broke on the quarterback. So nice discipline by the senior corner on the outside not to give up his position in the zone coverage.
You got trips at the bottom of your screen. Mims up top. Brewer Wide open. Hasty. That's a first down.
Well, we got 2 injured players. Friendly fire. Looks like David Long for West Virginia. And Hasty's on the ground as well. Talked about David Long, how he just loves to punish any ball carrier that's in his area. And he sort of launched his body, but missed Ebner and hit his own player. Watch at the tail end of this play. He's going to come flying in from the left side of your screen. Head down, hits his own player.
And for Long, this is just the second game back for him.
That's
trying to shake out that shoulder.
Looks like he's got a little bit of a stinger, burner going on the right shoulder, but
you can see what Baylor goose egg in the first quarter. 17 points here in the crucial fourth quarter. Down just 8. They got Tristan Ebner offset right. Brewer looking downfield. That was nearly intercepted.
Trayvon Askew-Henry did a tremendous job of seeing that deep safety breaking on that ball. You have to wonder if there's some sort of miscommunication with the receivers on the outside. You should never have 2 receivers within 4 or 5 yards of each other as the ball's coming in. Easy breakup for Askew.
Here's 2nd and 10. Brewer. Going to keep it. Down the sideline. Out of bounds at the 27. Under a minute left in the game.
And that's another Baylor.
First down now.
Watch the blitz.
Trips at the top. Brewer flushed. Rolls to his right. Just throws that one away. And we got a flag.
Elijah Battle once again. It's the toughest coverage for any defensive back. Oh, they're going to get offensive pass interference. Try to sort this thing out. I think everybody on the field could use the extra breather. Receivers are tired. Defenders are tired. A lot of hands on the hips.
There is no foul for offensive pass interference. The quarterback threw the ball out of bounds.
Well, it was quite the battle on the outside with Elijah Battle. Scramble coverage, always the hardest thing for any defender. Receivers just trying to find any way to get open, and you're just trying to hold on for dear life and stay close.
4 receivers for Baylor. Here's Brewer. That's complete. Tristan Ebner.
That's tough sledding for Al-Rashid Benton. Middle linebacker was in a good spot, but open field moves on a former wide receiver catching the ball in the backfield. You see a little juke.
From the 16 now.
West Virginia has numbers on the bottom. If they're going to pass, they're going to look up top to the 2 receivers on top.
He's going across the middle, and we got a flag. Xavier Preston. And Dana Holgorsen can't believe it.
Pass interference, defense, number 5. The ball will be placed at the 2-yard line, first down.
That is the 10th penalty on West Virginia for 129 yards. All of the penalties have been at least 10-yard penalties.
Well, that's just an undisciplined play. There's no other way to look at that. Xavier Preston was in good position. There's no reason in that situation to lower your body and throw a shoulder into the receiver.
First and goal. Tristan Ebner in the backfield. Brewer sacked. Big play by Xavier Preston. Baylor will call a timeout.
Well, he wasn't fooled on the outside, but I think the backfield was fooled. Watch the play action. There's nobody to play action to. Confusion on the blocking scheme up front. Xavier Preston just comes right up the field, attacking that upfield shoulder of the quarterback and slinging him to the ground.
6th sack of the night for West Virginia. They had 7 on the season going into tonight.
Well, I think you find any way you can to free up Denzel Mims. He's your playmaker. It's either a jump ball on the outside or another option is Tony Nicholson in the slot. Successful earlier on when the 4th down situation by him going in motion, creating the separation, winning on the inside and using that slot receiver speed. So if it's not a pass into the end zone to Mims, watch out for number 13, Tony Nicholson.
Here's Mims.
Mims will be all alone. And they bring out Ishmael Wainwright.
Mims is at the top of your screen. He's got 7 catches for 132 yards. We got a penalty flag. We got a false start.
Delay a game on the defense.
Oh, how about that?
5-yard penalty made second down.
Wow, how
Say
about that? Saw Tristan Ebner and those guys looking at his offensive line. They were telling their offensive line, think, come on, think. Can't do that. And the call goes their way. So it's first and goal. Brewer over the middle. He was looking for Mims, but Drayvon Askew Henry wasn't having it.
Or for those of you at home wondering how the defense gets that penalty, sometimes when they're barking out the snap count, they will throw the flag on the defense. You see Askew Henry just with another nice break, just waiting for the quarterback to trigger and throw. He's stepping into those and breaking up passes.
Snap drop. Brewer picks it up. He's going to throw. Touchdown. Tristan Ebner, his 3rd of the quarter. And Baylor within 2 of tying this football game.
And wouldn't you know, it's a broken play that gets Baylor into the end zone. Not the way you draw it up. Charlie Brewer, bobbled snap, trying to do something out of nothing. Then you get Ebner out of the backfield, just leaking across the field. And Charlie Brewer setting up now for a game-tying 2-point conversion.
Well, this could be the football game.
If I'm West Virginia, I sell out.
17 seconds left. Baylor going for 2. And West Virginia's going to call a timeout. Dana Holgorsen's wanted to discuss some things. As Baylor has rolled up 23 points here in this 4th quarter. It started. Charlie Brewer came in a wheel route. There to Tristan Ebner with 52 yards. Onside kick. Bears come up with it. And then it's Ebner again. Right up the middle. They got Baylor within 11. The field goal by Connor Martin made it 8. And then it's Ebner again. Brewer picks it up off the turf. And Ebner with his 3rd touchdown of the quarter. And Baylor now 2 points within tying this football game.
I would say defensively for West Virginia, bring 0 blitz. Get after these guys, force them to make a quick decision. Outside corners, play inside leverage. Force a 50-50 fade ball or something tough.
Ebner's got a career-high 5 catches, 109 yards receiving. 4-2, Brewer rolling, under pressure, and he's sacked.
And it's Xavier Preston, the linebacker that gave Baylor the opportunity at the 2-yard line with the pass interference call in the end zone, comes up huge.
Another look.
He just fights off the block from Wainwright. Nobody open in the back end. And it's just his hustle and pursuit that gets him to Brewer.
Look at Dana Holgerson. He likes it.
And it's been their defense all season long. That's been sort of the weak link of this team. They came up big when they needed, but here we go again.
Yeah, Jay
onside situation.
Hey, he's done it once.
Hey, you're not going to surprise the front line this time, though.
Yeah, you're right. Key is this one, getting some height on it.
Got to get some height on it, and it's got to take that second bounce. If he's going to kick this to the right, it's got to take that second bounce about the hash mark to give his kicking team an opportunity to come up with it.
Here's the freshman. Here's the kick. There's the bounce. And it is recovered by West Virginia. Hakeem Bailey makes the recovery, and West Virginia is finally going to escape Waco with a victory.
Well, they get what they want. The high hopper right into the hands of the West Virginia player, but what an effort by Baylor. Best formation in football is West Virginia's going to take a knee and escape a huge rally from Baylor on the road, coming into Waco and getting a conference win.
Well, Dana Holgerson and West Virginia gets their first victory in Waco. Over the 500 mark now in the Big 12 since joining the conference back in 2012.
We got to be proud of this Baylor team. They fought back, they fought hard, and you look at the playmakers at the end of the game between Lovett, Ebner, Charlie Brewer, all young players. Denzel Mims, only a sophomore. A lot of young guys stepping up big in this game.
Hey, Matt Rule said, listen, we're not good yet, but we are getting better. Thanks for watching FS1 College Football from here in Waco. The final score, Mountaineers 38, Baylor Bears 36. Don't forget, Tuesday on Fox, it's the Stros Dodgers from Chavez Ravine, Game 1 of the World Series. For Ben Lieber and our entire crew, I'm Brian Custer saying good night from Waco.